People love to debate whether BDRs should work in marketing or sales, but what is the real question here? The real question is, what should a business development function do today? Should BDRs report into marketing? This was actually a question that came in through LinkedIn. I don't really believe that the place where this function reports in really matters. I think that it's totally dependent on the skills of the people in the company, what the BDR function is actually built to do, and what your overall go-to-market strategy is. And so I think that it can play in both. I know that's kind of like a wishy-washy answer for some people.
You forgot these.
Our spies! Yeah!
I see both sides of it. I see companies that say BDRs or SDRs, whatever you want to call them, work on the marketing side. So then marketing owns all of the top of the funnel. And then other companies have them work in sales because it's a blended inbound, outbound model, and it's really more of an outbound team. And I think that there's some combination of both. But what is the real question here? People love to debate whether BDRs should work in marketing or sales. The real question is, what should a business development function do today? My belief is that people are asking the wrong question.
You must ask the right questions.
Because the same function of whatever you want to call it, BDR, SDR, pretty much the exact same activities, the exact same metrics, the exact same hiring profile has existed for the past 10 years, despite how much has changed inside of how B2B buyers want to buy. And so if you think about, if I was going to start from scratch, not try and figure out which team these people report into, if I was going to start from scratch to set up a business development function today, what would they do? How would they be measured? Who would I be looking to hire? It's not the things that function does right now.
That, detective, is the right question.
Some of the things that run through my head: subject matter expertise required. These people should be able to provide value, have potentially done the job of your buyer before, could be part of a community, right? Imagine a hybrid where you have somebody like they're not comped on meetings, they're part of communities, they're true experts, they go into things with the right intent, they create a ton of demand, affinity for the company, education for people in the market, which leads to business outcomes without doing cold calling, without looking for intent data, without putting people in outreach cadences. Like, I couldn't believe this one. I'm going to go on a tangent right now because it was so annoying. Yesterday, in the comments of LinkedIn, someone was like, we're using this fields on the form. And I was like, you could get an enrichment tool so that you don't have to have these other fields on here. And then somebody's like, which company should I use? And I go, the one that I see most commonly used is... And then today, 24 hours later, I get a cold email from a sales rep that says, hey, thanks for the referral. Do you want to have a meeting with us, by the way? I'll give you a fucking gift card. And it's like, I don't have to look far to remind myself how much I hate the sales practices that happen at that company. Anyway, thinking about what this function could actually do, I feel like you'd end up with a much different product today, a much different way to measure it, a much different set of activities that people would do, and a much different set of hiring profile that you would bring to it. And if you mixed all of those things together and put it into a modern go-to-market strategy, then that function reports to marketing. Then we're in a position where that's what I would do, right? So if I think about this as a marketing leader, and people are like, hey, the 10-person SDR team is now coming over to your side, I'd be like, I'm rebuilding this. I'm rebuilding it built on subject matter expertise, way less headcount, forget the activity metrics. Marketing owns the entire top of the funnel, so you can score me on that. We're not gonna over-invest in driving meetings that don't close. And we're going to set ourselves up to provide a significantly better customer experience and a significantly better dark social presence than what we're doing right now with 10 people banging the phones trying to get meetings with people that usually don't buy.